We're pretty darn excited to be able to be here tonight to actually see where this journey has taken us so early when we got showing this a few weeks ago and about a month ago and finally made a decision to go all in with this team. So let me just introduce my beautiful wife, Nancy Carson. We've been partners in life and for business for over 32 years now, I guess. It's hard to believe. And you're only 33, so I got you when you were one. No, I'm just kidding. So the bottom line is we are so excited to be here, and we're going to share some concepts tonight. I believe that for those of you that have been here for a while, or for those of you that are here for the very first time, I think we'll get you excited about the ultimate potential of this incredible product line that's coming to fruition right before our eyes. So Nancy, why don't I let you share your thoughts here a little bit, and then we'll get into a few slides we want to share about the concept tonight that we're going to be opening.
Well, you introduced me, but I don't know that you've actually been introduced.
That's right. I know.
This is my husband, Don Carson. We're your new wellness ambassadors here. We are so excited to light this up and bring our little touch of what we do to the team. We've been welcomed with open arms, and we're just completely fascinated with this incredible hero product and this team that's built so far. And we're really, really looking forward to building forward with you guys and sharing a little bit of how we do that.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, what we know about the industry either opens your eyes and gets you excited or gets you to the point where you don't want to be involved. So tonight we hope to give you some concepts that are the reason why we entered this space many, many years ago and had an awful lot of success, have been in a position in a plan many times where the company wasn't for us and we walked away. One of the things that I really believe and I want to share in our journey together is if everybody can't be involved to actually get a benefit from the product, why share it? If everybody can't get involved to make at least enough money, if they're interested, to get their product paid for, why do it? And if it looks too good, it obviously is too good often. So you want to get into the nitty gritty, and we teach concepts called point, click, and share. And that's what we're going to bring to the table this evening for those of you that are here to come on this journey with us as we believe with all our heart, take this to the next level around the world and the globe, starting with the United States and Canada. I'm going to share my screen and go through a few basic concepts for all of you, because I think it's important for you to understand who we are and what makes us tick. And what I'm trying to get myself to see right now is my share button, believe it or not, right there. So let me get to this page right here. Now you can see it, correct? Listen, folks, this image is your future path with us, the Wellness Ambassadors for this incredible Illumeralife company. Look at the yellow brick road. It just puts a smile on my face, because the yellow brick road can mean so much to so many people, because it could be a journey to get to better health. It could be a journey to make a little bit of money. It could be a journey to help others. And I think that this is the beginning of our partnership together, all of us, as we develop our patterns together of what it takes to make this work and how to get people interested. So I want Nancy to, take the time to lead you in a couple of these slides to really get an idea of who we are and why we're here. So go ahead, Nancy.
I just wanted to also add, Don always likes these yellow brick road analogies, but some of us here are new to network marketing. And I just wanted to say that this journey is also in your journey of belief. And some of us have a lot of confidence and we've done this for a little while, and some of us haven't. And so to me, that yellow brick road also is a way of letting people understand that the journey to your belief and the journey to your confidence is also what we hope to shed some light for you guys. I know when I started in this industry, I was only 19 years old. The very first company that I ever did was New Skin, which is an amazing company, but it was an expensive entry point with a large package. And the person who signed me into the company did what we used to call like a package dump, where they bought you the big package and then nobody did any training. There was no follow-up with me. They had made their money off of the package and moved along. And it didn't take very many no's for me at 19 and people telling me that I didn't know what I was doing and I didn't have the confidence and or the ability to have somebody bridge my confidence for me until I could develop it. And so that's why I wanted to tell you, if you're on here right now, that we hope to be that bridge for you. If you're not there yet, we want to be that bridge to help you get to where you need to be so that you can feel confident. And one of the most powerful ways that you can do that you can bridge somebody, is actually just doing it in a 3-way call. So keep that in your back pocket. If you're inexperienced and you don't necessarily know what you are doing here, your superpower is your 3-way call, because you're going to get your professional person that's on the phone, your upline, and they are going to be the one that is going to be the person that is going to have the words until you learn the words. And I just wanted to tell you that for me, that's what that road means. It's going to mean that there's going to be a lot of personal growth.
And, you know, Nancy, I just remember you and I on stage, a couple thousand people in front of us talking when we just really were rocking something, and you were terrified. And it was a while after that you said to me that bridge comment that we had to get you out of your own way because you were so nervous to actually be in front of people coming from, you know.
I think it's the number one fear behind death is public speaking.
Yeah. So, you know, when we approach this, you have to understand something that, you know, we came to this journey by a blink of the eye. I mean, this was us many years ago, Nancy. I mean, I still remember you screaming when this boat cut in front of us, honey. You remember this night just like yesterday. I know you do.
Yeah. And it was a little terrifying. We had a big cabin and a big house and 2 little kids. And we had a moment of awareness as to what that would mean, what that would mean for our kids. If our traditional businesses couldn't be successful without us, which most traditional businesses, you go to a job, the job is the job, and then you get a paycheck. If you can't do those things, then there is no legacy there. And so we found this incredible opportunity to do something called network marketing.
And really, when you look at that picture, Nancy went through that windshield. It was the most scariest night. It was that night somebody was illegally driving a boat in front of us, cut right in front of us with no lights on. And we could have died. Fortunately, that couple left their baby at home and they were drinking. So otherwise the baby would have shot out of the boat, but he did. So I only share that with you because things can happen in a blink of the eye. And I know, Dory, you're letting in the people that are in the waiting room because I can't, because my mouse won't work while I'm sharing. But I just want you all to understand how important it is to realize that we're all in this together, to look at this as, what are we looking for? You know, most of us are going to say better health. I mean, as I get older, I have 2 philosophies that I love to live my life by, which is, and I share it. I still remember my dad with Alzheimer's at the very end, and he lived about another month later. And I remember saying to my dad, you got 100% of your life left. What do we got to do to put a smile on your face? And what do you want to do? And that 100% of your life left is all of us at any age and at any journey you're on. And that is the magic of what I believe a wellness community of products that are so incredible, like this pluriactive product, can share with us better health. The more time obviously comes from just being able to share with people in a community that you're passionate to be around, and the money obviously can take care of itself. And that might not even be your motivation. It might be just better health. So ultimately what you've got to get your understanding from what we want to go through over the next number of months and years with those of you, or it's not about a big pile of money. It's about what that money can do for you, because you're just going to spend it. That's the millionaire mindset, and ultimately is cash flow. And so if you can find a vehicle that can, you know, help you with your better health and help you with your cash flow and give you some more time, and you can start generating a little bit of money, that's truly what the millionaire mindset around the world is. So when we talk about a reward plan, I'm not going to go into this night except for one thing, which is our bonus pools, which is sometimes the things that we aren't really focused in when we get started in programs, because most company owners make that so unattainable. They make it so that the point is that only the people at the top are making the money. And that isn't, like, I'm not going to tell you anything other than this about what was recently offered to my wife and I, is a get rich quick scheme that we would win only, and we'd have to tell a lie. That's not who we are. Small town, my wife, my upbringing, where I am is, you know, if you don't use the product and get a benefit, it's hard to share it. If you think you're going to get rich, I'm sorry, it's a lot of work. It's an entrepreneurial spirit that'll get you there. But what if an ownership came along and wanted to share a bonus pool that was attainable for everybody. And tonight I'm going to lay that out for you. The rest of it takes care of itself. But ultimately, here's what we're going to share with you tonight, folks. I mean, Dr. Nilsson's on here. He's going to tell you a little bit about why our story from our health benefit is just so compelling for the two of us. You know, Nancy, maybe I'll let you start off because you're already at, you know, we're at about 10 days now on the product officially. And your story, let me tell my story and then I'm going to let you start because I know what your story comes from when I share mine. I was addicted to Gaviscon. I don't know how many other people can say that. I would take those little over-the-counter antacid pills, 2 during the day often, 2 at bedtime and 2 in the middle of the night. I just had to. That was just my thing. And I'm not saying that this will work for all of you, but I'm going to tell you that I have not taken one of those in the last 10 days. It's an eye-opener. The second thing is my wife would call me Goldilocks. I'd go from bed to bed to bed in our house, not for any other reason why I can't shut my brain off. And Nancy would, you know, make noises with her sinuses and so on like that. I just couldn't sleep. So Nancy, you can't get away from me now, honey. I'm sleeping in the same bed every night. So that's magic, right? I mean, aside from that story, listen to what my wife's going to share you because she is a reason why I recognized a couple of things just in the last couple of days. So go ahead, Nancy, about your journey so far.
Well, I've always figured that my superpower was sleeping. My girlfriends are also envious that I can get a full 8 hours, and if I wanted to, and if no one bothered me, and I didn't have a dog coming and telling me that it was time to go out or do any of those things, I could probably sleep for even more hours. It's really something that I've always loved. I've never had disrupted sleep. And then we started on this new product that Dory had sent to us. And I said to Dawn, the very first night that I slept, I felt like I sunk into the mattress. It was like my skeleton had actually sunk into the mattress. I'm going, I don't know if I've ever slept that deeply before in my entire life. And then the next day I woke up and it was the same thing. Well rested, woke up, and I'm a lollygagger in the morning. Like I can linger and fall back asleep. Now I wake up, I'm awake. Like I am awake and ready to start my day. And it is just such a different feeling. And so I was getting 8 hours of sleep, but was it quality sleep? Now I realize that it's a completely different sensation when you get well-rested sleep. It doesn't matter how much time you put in, it's the quality of sleep that you get when you do sleep.
And you know what, when you start getting your head around what we're sharing on screen here, the company has 4 amazing products. The pluriactive inside the illumeralife platform and 3 patches currently. Of course, they have membership benefits that are there, but really this is the key. So one of the things we noticed right away, I have a patch on this arm and I have 2 patches on this arm, is we were attracted to the NAC product in a pill form, the NAD product in a pill form, and we've always been in search of losing weight, the weight management journey, which most people are always on. And honestly, folks, this week, 2 pounds. What have I done differently? Nothing. So I'm not going to guarantee any of you that you're going to have these same results, but I want you to know something. In 3 days, we had measurable results, and it's so easy when you feel something to be able to talk about it. And as Nancy says, and she often says it, when you tell your story, nobody can dispute it because it's your story. So look at this slide, understand a couple of things about it, commissional volume and organizational volume. The ownership is allowing you to pool the organizational volume, which is very unique as a company, to reach bonus in the bonus plan. The CV, or the commissional volume, is what you're going to get paid on everybody's orders. And if you're building a team and you understand the concepts of the plan here, everybody on your first level, you're going to make 20% of that CV. On your second level, you're going to get 10%. And that second level, those people could bring in 2 or 3 people. That'll be on your third level. And so you're getting 5%, and then they bring in people and there's 5%. It's an ongoing commission structure of everybody's repeats orders. It's just a sharing environment of people talking about this product together and learning some concepts. So this slide here tells you at $199.95, this is live in our back office officially today at 12 noon Pacific. And this day had 2 of these. 2 different people decided they wanted the 449 packs, what I'll share. And again, I'm looking at this from a standpoint of the pill in the patch, which we're going to touch on in a little bit. But here's 2 pluriactive and 3 patches, and look what you get. You get a bonus patch, which you'll get to select. If you look at the next page, it's a $2.99 wellness pack. Okay, it's a wellness kit. 2 pluriactive, 6 patches, and 3 free. So the idea is to share, right? To get out there and share. You don't. In Canada, this is an NFR program, so you're not out there retailing. In the United States, you have the ability to mark these products to the retail environment. For example, $59.95 pluriactive is $79.95. And honestly, to me, personally, from what I've seen, it's worth everything above that, because I look at my counter with the amount of supplements that my wife and I have taken for so long. It's unbelievable what money we have actually been spending. So it's an inexpensive endeavor for us when we look at this. So we have 3 patches. You might want 1 patch. You might want all of them. Here's 3 pluriactives with 9 patches, and you're going to get a bonus $100, roughly close to it. Well, in Canada, with the dollar exchange rate, it is close to 100 and something, but $90 value from the company, a surprise good gift of some sort that you'll get from the company. And again, look at how much CV. In other words, if somebody was to buy this and get started on their journey, maybe it's a family of 3, and all 3 of them want to try the patches and try a pluriactive for a month, because that's a month's supply. The patch is 24 hours, so you put it on and you take it off in 24 hours. You look at the benefit here, so you're going to make 20% of that $297. But that $449 starts adding to your goal of going to the bonus level. And here's the Canadian version of it, which is, again, the exact same product and another bonus product that will be shipped to you with the company's efforts to get it to you in your home. And what I really love is this right here, because the roadmap to silver is what we're going to teach. There's 3 basic steps that you have to understand about success. That's not a sign-up game. It's a sharing game. And so I like to call it point, click, share. So if I was to point to somebody a website, share it with them, and watch what they do when they learn how to click the links, it's the beginning of duplication. And so look at this page right here. If you then come into this program and say, I'm going to buy a membership for $59.95, whoever enrolled them gets $30. They get $5 from the $9.95 a month fee, and they get $25 from the membership with the additional benefits you get. And that's a one-time purchase. So it's a great, what we call, return on that effort of pointing, clicking, and sharing this concept. Now, what we will be teaching all of you is a concept called show, try, tell, do, which is basically do not just let that person go away. As Nancy said, the third-party validation from a 3-way call is the key, because each of these people may not have the skill set and the confidence to get out of their own way to talk to anybody, but I'll guarantee you this: when the product affects them in a positive way, if it does, which I believe it will, it's easy to share. It's easy to talk about it. So can they find 3 people out of the masses of people that they can share this with? My gut says yes. That's statistics in this industry. That's why I love our comp plan. It's not you put one on the left and one on the right and good luck trying to match that to make money in the future. This plan is designed for everybody to win. So if you could get 3 people, and with your team sponsor, they commit, and this is the message I'm trying to share tonight on this roadmap, is if I help you take your 3 people and show them how to go and find a couple of people to share this amazing product, the volume of the commissionable volume and the organization volume adds up very quickly. In this screen, for $299 or the $199 package, you can count those figures up there. There is exactly 13 people that bought $199 worth of product, which is not filling their garage with product. It's giving them the benefit of a couple of pluriactive for the husband and the wife, or the man and his buddy, or whatever, or the two household members, and some patches that they can try. And before you know it, they're sharing their excitement with people. So that's the message on this $199 pack: is how quick can you get to $2,500, which is the silver bonus level? It's that simple. And if we go to the $299, this will tell you how much it goes even quicker. And of course, the $449 would be even quicker. The key to this plan, ultimately, if we go back to this page right here, which now is not going to let me do that, is, and hang on, we're almost ready to get to that page, but the key to this plan, everybody, is to show people how to duplicate. And if you can duplicate the excitement and duplicate the story, it's very, very possible. And again, there's nothing guaranteed. all of these illustrations are for illustration purposes only. None of it is going to guarantee you an income of any kind. But if you have any entrepreneurial spirit, the choice is yours to see how successful you'll be. Nancy, I know you wanted to share something, so go right ahead.
Well, I was just saying, these are brand new. Dory and Dawn have been working, mostly Dory, on all of these illustrations. And when I first saw this one today, I said to Dawn, what does this mean? Is this like the Sears catalog? Why are there so many people on the screen beside each one of these products? And he said to me, and Dawn is always the compensation plan ninja, so he explains everything to me. He says, this is how many people you need if you bring them in at this amount. So if you come in at $2.99, and it's been my experience that people lead and then they will follow. So whatever you do as a package, however you enter into the company, they'll ask, well, what did you do? And so then this is a very easy picture that's very visual that you can say, I came in at $2.99. If you introduce $2.99 to your people, then this is how many people you'll need before you qualify to silver, which is a very, very visual way to show somebody that.
So as you move forward through the different things that people choose to purchase, which is maybe one bottle and one patch, all the volume will add up. There's CV and OV in all of them. But really the magic to our program is to learn how to share the pill and the patch concept. And I'm going to take you through a website that is at a very close stage to be able to go live, but we're not going to let it give you any promise of that date yet. But I want to introduce you again, some of you know him really well, to Dr. Nilsson, because Dr. Nilsson, I know you'll know what we were sharing, but there's so many other things about this product that has got you excited to share it. So, Dory, I don't know if you can unmute Dr. Nilsson. I know we've known you for a while from some tasks that we've had, but what is it about this thing you said the other day to me about there's two brains. There's your brain in your stomach, and there's your brain in your brain in your head. What is about that in a simple explanation for the average person to understand?
There's a gut-brain connection, and if the gut is not doing well, if the gut is sick, I should say, of bacteria, parasites, dysbiosis, which we call the gut is not doing well. The probiotics aren't there, antibiotics. The key to health is the gut. And one of the things I learned more about this pluriactive every day, it's a fermented botanical, and it just helps support daily wellness. The fermented herb supports your body's core systems. It just isn't a single nutrient. It actually supports the whole intricate body the way it is supposed to work. And like one nutrient can affect just one aspect of a pathway, but this affects the whole system. And this plant has been around for centuries in the East Asian medicine. It's like I say, it's unlike a single nutrient. It works on several of your body's core pathways, and it helps with circulation. It helps with inflammation. It's very effective in supporting the mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell. And if that mitochondria isn't working correctly, Don, we have low energy, we have fatigue, we have insomnia. Those are issues that could occur. So we want to support the network. What does the body really want? This pluriactive, houttuynia cordata, I'm sure Jen's going to, I said it correctly. It supports every key system in the body, and it gives the body what it needs because it's a complete plant. And these flavonoids, these bioflavonoids that are found in this plant, like the quercetin, these are phenomenal, and they carry certain oils with them that actually are very therapeutic, but it just helps with the body's own pathways to help the body feel better. And it's a product I'm going to be on for life because of what I've seen in my patients and my clients. It's the energy, the mitochondria, the immunity, the gut health, support the gut. This is phenomenal because of the fermentation that Dr. Ashwin has issued, that the way he put this together, this unlocks the nutrients in this plant, which a lot of products, you can take good products, but are they released? Well, we have a technology, fermented technology, that actually releases them so the cells get these nutrients.
Dr. Nelson, I know you're super excited about the NED, the NAC,
Yep.
and the weight management component of the patches. The pluri patches work synergistically with the pluriactive product. So
Sure does.
it becomes a formula that is so incredible for the average person to say, hey, wait a minute, if I take a pill and put a patch on, can I get some benefits from that? And will they work together? So I know you've said to me that these patches at $29.95 wholesale is an incredible value, which is unbelievable, because in your clinic, you've sold things like for hundreds of dollars. So would you, I mean, not to take too much time, would you agree we're on the right path here by having a pill and a patch concept?
I love it because we're supporting the body's nutrition. And with the patch, we're getting absorption of these patches directly into the system. And a lot of people can't take pills, but we have this pill and patch, this combination. It works synergistically like an orchestra. I love it.
Wow. It's exciting. I know we don't want to get to the point where people are thinking we're on the science drill here, and you've done an amazing job sharing that. I love just how educated you are. And I want to let everybody know that, you know, we have this amazing source with Dr. Nilsson, and we have another gal that I've been working with in the past who's excited, who's on this journey with us from Canada, that at some point you'll meet. I mean, let's just look at it this way. We're at the beginning stages of this journey, folks. And the pill and the patch benefits that you see on this screen, many of these slides will be available in our back office as Dory, what we call the Wizard of Oz, ends up working with Jen and Jody, and they find a way to get it there. But listen, we're in the journey. I mean, the full spectrum daily wellness, take a pluriactive and the 3 patches. In my case, I love the weight management. I lost 2 pounds this week. I listen, will you lose 2 pounds? I don't know, but it's easy for me to tell you, try it. And I'll teach you concepts as we go here called point, click, share. But look at this.
Yeah.
Why I want to share this with you folks is the very first time many of you will see where this Wizard of Oz combination of this team is going for all of you. This concept of the yellow brick road come together with a pluriactive and the patches. Watch as he goes into this incredible journey of the pill and the patch, moving down the pages, and you'll all eventually be able to put your own username in front of this. Currently, that won't work for you, but look at what's happening here. There's our packages. What's the heart behind the pill and the patch? It's a concept, the wellness journey of these packages. And then the page goes in some more details that people can actually share, which is, okay, what's the pill? What's the patch? And it tells you that. It'll go into more details in this little point, click, and share site for you to share these products. It's a synergistic way for you not to have to be an expert. Let the website and the tools do the work. Without the tools, you have to be an expert. I don't want to be an expert. I want to be the person that has fun sharing and telling our stories. And what are the pluri patches, the 3 pluri patches, and how do they work with the pluriactive? It's magic. This site is going to absolutely explode our businesses. So what I'm suggesting all of you, as you understand tonight, this couple, your wellness ambassadors that are so darn excited, who've been offered things that we've had to turn down because we don't want to lie to anybody, because we tell a story and we have to be honest about what our story is. This is happening right now, folks. The amount of work that's going into this right here, the packages are already in your back office. My suggestion to all of you is buy whatever you can afford. One and a patch. Get in where you can fit in. I'm telling you, the $4.49 is a great value. Sure, get more. Start sharing it. But the point is, once you learn how to point, click, and share, and you just get started, the magic will happen right before your eyes. This company, a year from today, will have stories written about it, because everybody has a chance to win. Nobody's getting paid the most. Everybody has an equal playing field, and the plan is designed for you to be able to share, with others your personal experiences and see what happens. Folks, that's our story. That's who we are. That's where we came from. And I can promise you that every Wednesday we plan on bringing little tips and let the new people come on here. We'll never blow them out of the water and say, you've got to sign up now. You got to sign up now. It's a point, click, share business of your story being shared. And that's our environment we want to be part of. And that's where we're here. So, but Dr. Nilsson, again, thanks so much for sharing your thoughts around the benefits of the product. A couple of my new people that decided they wanted to jump on came on here tonight. I hope this helped you realize why we got you excited and why you're here. Dory, you want to add anything to this before we sign off?
Just that it's a wonderful, wonderful job, and it's nice to have the excitement and the energy and giving everybody the opportunity to learn from the years of wisdom. I'll just share one very, very quick story. I was at a convention many years ago, and the Carsons were there, and I saw a lot of people that were shy, they were scared, and Don and Nancy had just spoken, and I was really impressed with them. I was just getting to know them then, and I was so impressed with the open arms and the hugs in front of you. You can say it better than me, Don, but they have this concept of hugging everybody and loving everybody, and I'm a big person that believes that the world is missing a lot of love these days. And these two are the people that reach out and hug their entire group and hug people that aren't part of their group. And that's what impressed me. And that's why they were the very first people on my list to invite to be wellness ambassadors for the most important product of my life, Pluriactive.
Thanks, Dory, for those kind words. Well, folks, I don't know how long we've been on here, but I'm pretty excited to just get on with our journey of sharing this product as we've been now getting more. We've ordered another package today for ourselves to be able to share, and we plan on doing that. So as we always said, Nancy, and this is when we used to watch our daughter in volleyball very, very early, we would look at her from the crowd and go, that was
a super silent cheer.
So for all of you, let's do this thinking about our journey together. Let's make this a lot of fun. If it's not fun, we won't do it. So that's another thing about us. So thanks so much for joining us. I see there's no hands up. So that might have mean that we answered all the questions without even getting the questions. Brett, great. I know you've been here a lot longer than us. I mean, if you want to come off mute for a second and just give your quick feedback on what you've seen come together in the last 2 weeks, by all means, share your thoughts, Brett.
Well, Don and Nancy, first of all, thank you for this great presentation. We all really appreciate it. You know, I have such a good feeling about this company. I know where this thing is going. I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited that you guys are here, and everybody that's on the Zoom and the team. And I do see some things that are starting to move now, and I know that this company is going to start growing faster and faster every day. And I'm I consider myself a very lucky individual to be a part of this, especially at this time. So I'm grateful for the opportunity, and the people that I'm working with are just fantastic. And I just encourage everyone to share, follow what Don and Nancy are teaching, and bring some guests on to the Zooms and start being a product of the product, and start getting into it. And I'm just happy to be here.
Well, thanks, Brett. I appreciate you. And we'll look forward to doing a lot of things together. And folks, every Wednesday at 8 Central Time, we'll be coming back to you. We'll add trainings down the road. And folks, I want to encourage you, Jay Sargent's Monday night training. Nancy and I watched it. Of course, he was on his 4th one, and he mentioned us, which I appreciate, Jay. That was incredible. Appreciate those kind words. But at the end of the day, those are some of the greatest maps of a journey you go on in this network industry. So, Jay, thank you. And we'll look forward to your next 2 that you have in your 6-part series. And Dory has plans of making that available on an ongoing basis for everybody. There are so many nuggets in there that you can use to build your business.
Taking notes off.
I was taking notes.
It's really excellent,
so
excellent material.
We have a great team in front of you, folks. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll see you next Wednesday. Watch what happens on the announcements. We're on the right place at the right time to be on a journey together. So thank you so much. And remember, let's do a bunch of these. Take care. Thank you.